Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Mezco Family Guy Series 6 Clevemire. So yes, here we have the last of my Family Guy figures. I told you I didn't have very many of them. And I have Clevemire here today, which is the fusion of Cleveland and Quagmire from the Nuclear Apocalypse episode. I don't remember what it was called. I used to know the names of episodes, but I've forgotten over the years. Anyway, I think I mostly got this because it was more cost-effective than buying Cleveland and Quagmire separately. Also, I do actually really like that episode. Anyway, he is pretty cool, well-articulated, or they, I guess. It's one entity, but it's two people. They, I guess, works. They are pretty cool and well-articulated. So, yeah, let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, and details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Clevemire. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Superior Spider-Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Clevemire is a standard 6-inch figure in the Family Guy scale, so he is roughly same height as Spider-Man, so like I said, about 6 inches tall, and he fits in scale with the other Family Guy figures as well. And of course, he is much taller than a Marvel Universe figure. Now, let's get the other two out of here and just look at Clevemire. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Clevemire. We'll start with Cleveland, I suppose. He has brown skin, yellow shirt. It has some tears in the shoulders, as he has been damaged by radiation. And then, of course, he has his little growth Quagmire coming out there at the side. He's got on some blue pants, a little bit of shading on them, and then he has some brown shoes down there at the bottom. Onto the Quagmire part, he is cut off at the waist, stuck onto Cleveland, so he has no legs. His shirt is torn at the sleeves and at the bottom, and it's red and has those little yellow flower patterns on it. And he just has some arms hanging down there. They have sort of holding style hands, although he comes with nothing to hold, and Cleveland's hands are more just kind of in an open position. There are occasional little hash marks that sort of indicate damage in kind of a bruising fashion for cartoon characters and things like that, and those are all clean and executed very well. Now let's zoom in on the head sculpts. Zooming in on Cleveland's head sculpt, he has his sort of puffy black hair up here at the top. Got some eyebrows below that. His eyes are sort of narrowed, and he's meant to have sort of an angry expression, I think, but he really just looks weird. Maybe uncomfortable, I don't know. Big nose there. Black mustache, and then his mouth is sort of curled into an angry fashion, and he has a little cleft chin there as well. And he has some ears there on the side. He also has some more of that hash mark stuff, which is executed fairly well. Now let's move on to the other head sculpt. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I had to do more than one head sculpt on the same figure before, so this is interesting. I guess I need to get more two-headed figures. Glenn's head sculpt is got more of those obvious little hash marks there. He looks more depressed, probably because he's fused with someone. So his eyes are closed and droopy a little bit, and he's frowning. And of course he has his big, broad jawline sculpted there. And that's all very accurate. He also has some ears there on the side, and he has his black, smooth hair. And that's all very good. Looks a lot like Quagmire, as does Cleveland also look a lot like Cleveland. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Clevemire is pretty good for this series. Of course, it does help that he has two body parts, halves, things to have articulation on. He has a cut here at the head, ball joint shoulders, those go in and out and forward and back. He has a ball peg waist, which is different and very cool. Then he has a ball peg here, where Quagmire attaches. Quagmire just has cuts for the shoulders, and he has a ball peg in the head, so that moves up and down quite a bit. So you can get him positioned in a couple of different ways. If you do position him incorrectly, though, he will fall over, because he's not exactly normally balanced. Anyway, articulation's pretty good, especially for this series. Now, Clevemire comes with no accessories, so let's go ahead and move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Clevemire comes in the standard for the original Family Guy series. Family Guy TV up there, Stewie. Big window here, which has the figure inside. Series 6, Clevemire, picture of the family there on the side. On the back, it shows all the figures available in Series 6, which are Clevemire, Banana Brian, Bertram, Stewie 2.0, which is a redo of the original Stewie figure, which is, I assume, better, but I don't know because I don't have it, Seamus, and the Sexy Party Stewie. I don't have any of these except for Clevemire, and I don't have any figures that I haven't reviewed yet. So, yeah, You can get those if you want, but I can't say I necessarily know if they're any good or not. As always, these are good for in or out of package displays, so yeah. Clevemire. Alright, that wraps it up for Clevemire, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.